The Babylonian Protocol. The 2026 Financial Bible. Introduction. The Great Filter of 2026. History is not a straight line. It is a recurring frequency. 8,000 years ago, in the arid deserts of Mesopotamia, a civilization rose that should not have existed. Babylon had no natural resources, no timber, and no stone. It was a city built on mud bricks and human ingenuity. Yet, it became the wealthiest spot on the face of the earth. Why? Because the Babylonians were the first to codify the laws of money. In 1926, George S. Clason published these laws in a series of pamphlets that became the classic, The Richest Man in Babylon. Now, 100 years later, in 2026, we stand at a similar crossroads. We have more technology than the ancients could dream of, yet our purses are leaner than ever. Inflation, digital distractions, and the soul of the slave keep us in a cycle of modern serfdom. Today, we decode the clay tablets. We bridge the gap between the hanging gardens and the digital cloud. This is your guide to becoming the architect of your own fortune. The Bansir paradox. We begin with Bansir. He is a master craftsman, a builder of chariots for the king's army. He is strong, he is skilled, and he is respected. But as he sits on his wall, he realizes a terrifying truth. He is broke. His friend Kabi, the musician, asks him for a loan of 2 shekels. Bansir laughs bitterly. If I had 2 shekels, he says, they would be my most precious possession. I would not lend them, even to my best friend, for they would be the beginning of my fortune. Bansir represents the modern professional. You have the degree, the job title, and the skills. You work 50 hours a week. You are a master of your craft. Yet your bank account balance barely covers your rent and your car payment. Like Bansir, you are a high-income slave. You are a conduit. Money flows through you, but it never stays with you. The first step to wealth in 2026 is the awakening. You must realize that hard work alone is not the answer. If hard work made men rich, the water carriers of Babylon would have been kings. Wealth is a result of systematic retention. Phase 1. The 7 Cures for a Lean Purse, 2026 edition. The king of Babylon, seeing his city fall into poverty after a great war, summoned Arkad. Teach my people how to be wealthy, the king commanded. Arkad stood before 70 men and gave them the 7 cures. Cure number 1. Start thy purse to fattening. This is the law of the first tenth. For every 10 coins thou placest within thy purse, take out for use but 9. This is the covenant of the 10%. In 2026, the world is designed to take your money the millisecond it arrives. From one-click ordering to auto-pay bills, your money is spoken for before you touch it. You must automate the tithe. Use your banking app to set up a vault or a secondary brokerage account. 10% of every deposit, salary, side hustle, or tax return must be moved instantly. If you wait until the end of the month to save what is left over, there will be nothing left. You must pay your future self as if it were a bill more important than your rent. Cure number 2. Control thy expenditures. This is the war on desire. Confuse not necessary expenses with desires. Your expenses will grow to equal your income unless you protest. We live in the age of lifestyle creep. In Babylon, a man wanted a finer robe. In 2026, a man wants a faster car or a 4K streaming subscription. Audit your digital leaks. In 2026, wealth is bled out through small charges you no longer notice. If an expense does not increase your health, your earning power, or your freedom, it is a desire disguised as a need. To control expenditures is to become the master of your impulses. Cure number 3. Make thy gold multiply. These are the golden workers. Every gold piece you save is a slave to work for you. Every copper it earns is its child that also can earn for you. A fat purse is only the first step. If your money sits in a standard savings account in 2026, it is dying. Inflation is the thief in the night that steals the purchasing power of stagnant gold. You must convert savings into assets. Your workers are index funds, dividend stocks, and real estate. Compound interest is the only force capable of creating true freedom. Your money must have children, and those children must have grandchildren. This is the golden stream that flows into your purse whether you are sleeping or traveling. Cure number 4. Guard thy treasures from loss. This is the shield of risk. The penalty of risk is a probable loss. Guard thy principal. In Babylon, Arkad lost his first year's savings by giving it to a brickmaker to buy jewels. The brickmaker was cheated. Do not take financial advice from influencers or social media gurus who have no proven track record. In 2026, your greatest risk is FOMO, the fear of missing out. Do not chase meme coins or get-rich-quick schemes. Invest only in what you understand, or with those who are competent through their own experiences. Here, number 5. Make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. This is the law of ownership. Own thy own home. It will greatly reduce the cost of living. Rent is a 100% loss of capital. While the 2026 housing market is volatile, the principle of equity is eternal, even if it is a small dwelling. Owning the roof over your head anchors your life. It ensures that your cost of living is controlled by you, not a landlord. Here, number 6. Ensure a future income. This is the legacy law. Provide in advance for the needs of thy growing age and the protection of thy family. We are the first generation that may realistically live to be 100. The endgame is longer than ever. You must have endgame portfolios, term life insurance, diversified retirement accounts, and healthspan investments are mandatory. Here, number 7. Increase thy ability to earn. This is the master architect. The more of wisdom we know, the more we may earn. That man who seeks to learn more of his craft shall be richly rewarded. This is the most critical cure for the AI era. Your physical strength is irrelevant. Your cognitive capital is everything. Spend 1 hour every day increasing your specialized skill. To increase your wealth, you must increase your value to the world. Phase 2. The 5 laws of gold, the universal mechanics. Arkad's son, Nomaser, was given a bag of gold and a tablet of clay containing the 5 laws. He lost the gold in a week. He spent the next 10 years using the clay tablet to win it back. Tenfold. The first law: gold comes gladly and in increasing quantity to any man who will put by not less than 1/10 of his earnings to create an estate for his future and that of his family. Consistency attracts luck. The second law: gold laboreth diligently and contentedly for the wise owner who finds for it profitable employment, multiplying even as the flocks of the field. Capital is a 24/7 employee. The third law: gold clingeth to the protection of the cautious owner who invests it under the advice of men wise in its handling. Wisdom is the fence around the garden. The fourth law: gold slippeth away from the man who invests it in businesses or purposes with which he is not familiar or which are not approved by those skilled in its keep. Ignorance is the thief of principle. The fifth law: gold fleeth the man who would force it to impossible earnings, or who followeth the alluring advice of tricksters and schemers, or who trusts it to his own inexperienced and romantic desires in investment. Greed is a blindfold. Phase 3. The 70/20/10 Protocol, the redemption of the slave. We meet Bansir, the camel trader. He was once a slave in Syria. He tells the story of how he realized he had the soul of a slave. Because he ran away from his debts in Babylon, he escaped and returned to Babylon with a plan. In 2026, most people are drowning in debt, credit cards, student loans, car notes. They think they cannot save until the debt is gone. Bansir proves them wrong. 70% for living. You must live a life of dignity and joy on 70% of your income. 20% for redemption. You pay your creditors proportionally. This restores your honor and your credit in the marketplace. 10% for self. You save 10% even while you are in debt. By saving 10% while paying debt, you prove to yourself that you are a free man. Seeing your own gold grow gives you the psychological strength to conquer your debts. Phase 4. The 2026 Reset, the personal operating system. To implement these ancient laws in the modern era, you must upgrade your mental software. This is the clinical breakdown of the 2026 Reset. 1. The Spotlight Principle. Focus as currency. In 2026, attention is the most valuable commodity. If you cannot control your focus, you cannot control your finances. The digital world is designed to fragment your mind so you cannot build a strategy. The action: reclaim your focus. Use digital discipline to block distractions. Your wealth grows in the hours you spend in deep, concentrated work. 2. The set of the sail, perspective versus circumstance. The same wind blows on us all, the wind of inflation, the wind of political change, the wind of economic shifts. It is not the wind that determines your destination. It is the set of your sail. The philosophy: don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. Your personal philosophy is the only thing you truly control. 3. Information hygiene, tilling the soil. Stop cursing the dirt, the news, the gossip, the negativity, and start tilling the soil of your mind. The action: filter what enters your brain. If the information does not contribute to your solution search engine, it is mental trash. 4. Action versus hallucination, the bridge to clarity. Imperfect action is the only bridge to clarity. Many people in 2026 suffer from analysis paralysis. They study the laws but never move the coin. The action: plant an action seed today. Write the first page. Open the account. Make the call. Phase 5. The hidden tablets of mastery. The law of the silent partner. In ancient Babylon, a silver shekel remained a silver shekel for 1,000 years. In 2026, the silent partner is inflation. He steals from your purse while you sleep. If your gold does not grow faster than the cost of bread, you are becoming poorer. Wealth is not a number. It is purchasing power. The law of the lucky break. Opportunity is a haughty goddess who wastes no time with those who are unprepared. Luck is simply liquidity plus courage. In 2026, opportunity comes to the man who has his 10% ready in a liquid account. When a market crashes or a new technology emerges, only the man with the purse of preparation can act. The law of the social mirror. Babylon was a city of grandeur and squalor. In 2026, we are tempted to post our wealth before we possess it. The wisdom: it is better to have a bulging purse that no one sees than a golden chariot that you do not own. Privacy is the greatest protector of principle. Don't build a digital image, build a financial fortress. Conclusion: the person you become. Babylon was not built by the king. It was built by the thousands of citizens who followed these laws. A city of wealthy individuals is a wealthy city. A family of wealthy individuals is a wealthy legacy. In 2026, the golden shekels are waiting for you in the digital ether. But they will only come to you if you follow the ancient protocol. Pay yourself first. Control your desires. Invest in your wisdom. Where the determination is, the way can be found. Go forth. Start thy purse to fattening today. Become the richest man in your own Babylon. Respect the laws of the ancient past to secure your future in the modern world. Your journey to liberation begins with the first coin you choose to keep. On your labor, on your time, on your life. This is the Babylonian protocol. This is your new reality.